Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to do a very unusual photo merge panoramic thing. You may remember a little while back I did a video that wasn't really a tutorial, just kind of showing you how I went through my process of making a photo merge of the Northern Lights display. So this is going to be pretty much the exact same process, only I'm going to actually walk through it this time and kind of tell you what I did. So to start with, I selected, let's go back to the library real quick, selected these photos. If you look at them, it may not make a lot of sense now, but right now it's a panoramic going vertically, which you will see a little bit better once I get it put together. So first I'm going to make some adjustments to the photos themselves, so that they will look pretty when I merge them. I'm going to bump up the contrast and do a few different things around here. Most of this is fairly self-explanatory. Okay. One of the most important things I'm going to do is enable profile corrections. This will help when the photos merge together. It will help the computer kind of merge them a little more cleanly, I guess. So I'm going to enable that, and then I'm also going to kind of do that. Right now I'm really just kind of trying to push the highlights and the shadows to really just kind of bring out as much of the sky as possible, but not have any weirdness going on in the dark areas down here. Okay, so I've got it where I want it to be. I'm going to hit sync, so all of the files do the same thing. And you can see it's thinking. Okay, then I'm going to go into Photo, Edit in, and Merge to Panoramic in Photoshop. Now it's got to think. So once it's done thinking, it'll pop up a screen eventually here for the panoramic, and I'm not actually going to go through it because it's going to take forever. So ahead of time, I went ahead and put this one together, and this, so is that coming up? Apparently not. Alright, whatever. Okay, so if it were going to cooperate, this is what it would put together. And you can kind of see these little lines where the photos merge together, and you can see over here it actually left each photo on its own layer, which I love, and then put a mask on each of them. Oh, now what are you doing? Well, I guess now the dialogue's going to pop up. There we go. Sorry. So this is the dialogue that would pop up. I always click on reposition, make sure the blend images together, and then click OK, and it'll go through a whole big thing of putting them together. But I'm going to hit cancel for now. Okay, so pretend I hit OK, and then this is what I came up with. Now, back to what I was saying. The masks, see, you can see the different sections. Pretty nifty. So if I zoom in, sometimes when you do photo merge, you'll get these weird little spots where things just don't quite match up the way that they're supposed to. And this one, it did a really good job. I looked at this ahead of time to see if there were any weird things going on, and there really aren't. It's actually very, very well put together. So, good job, Photomerge. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just do a crop to get rid of all of the extra space. There we go. Oh, that's going to take forever. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, it's a really, really big file. I probably should have shrunk it before I started this. Yeah, so anyway, that's Photomerge. That's what it would look like if after being cropped. When it's done, I would usually go in and make a new group. And just say Photomerge. Oh, you're supposed to put them in there. Drop those all in there. Okay, and then I would go ahead and I would save this. I mean, I am all about saving saving your work in a way where you can always go back. Because it's very possible that I could do all kinds of different editing on this photo, save it as a JPEG, and then 2 years later go back to my server and decide that I want to redo this with some new technique that I learned. And then find out that the whole thing, you know, all I have is that JPEG. So I would save this as a a PSD, or yeah, I would save this as a PSD, sorry. Somewhere on your server so that you can go back to it if you need. So, and then you got all this in here, so if you need to go back and realize that you missed something, you can go back and fix that. And then I can just add on new layers if I want to add curves, or if I want to sharpen or anything like that. Oh, I really should have shrunk this file. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, that is my take on Photomerge. Not anything too terribly complicated. So when you are out shooting, you know, panoramics and stuff, try to remember that you can be a little outside the box. Think a little outside the box with your pictures. Because really, you know, the limits are, at this point, are really your imagination. And there you have it. Tune in next time for whatever I come up with next.